has been hit.
We need to have like a theme song for when the button gets hit. The button's been hit. The button's been hit.
Like that.
The button's been hit.
Oh man, the audience is getting high dollar quality here.
Well, yeah, they're going to get high quality. That's what you can expect from Gun Talk Lives each week. A menagerie of ups and downs and ins and outs and some oh boys. That's what I like better, the oh boys. Or the gawdangs.
The gawdang.
All right, today you've got me, KJ, coming to you live from the Gun Talk Studios here in Louisiana. And you got Michael behind the mic running the show.
Woohoo! Here I am.
That's all I got? That's all I got from you?
What do you want? What do you want me to say? I'm here.
Song and dance.
Oh, well, I could dance, but they wouldn't see me. I don't have a camera.
Hey, happy Veterans Day. Yes, thank you for reminding me, Tia, or Cow Crazy. I need to get used to your new name. I'm sorry. But no, happy Veterans Day to all you guys out there that served and recognized my brother. He served, and my grandfathers. A whole bunch of them. But thank you guys. We couldn't do any of this without you guys. So today's show, I got to get this out of the way. All right, we're going to give you all the brought to you buys and all the stuff, and then we've got a giveaway. But today is the Caliber Awards show. We're going to be jumping in between live and pre-recorded videos that we shot back at NASGW in Columbus, Ohio. Michael was there on those, and he'll have some things to add to the show, and I hope you guys enjoy it. But there was some really there was some interesting,
Yep.
but there were also some that I think people were a little bit surprised by.
Sure.
But no, today's Gun Talk Live is brought to you by HiViz Shooting Systems. See what you've been missing. Also Colt. I didn't know if you guys knew, but they brought out their Anaconda. They're bringing back their snake series.
Snakes.
Yep. See, that's when we need to put snakes on a plane. And it's just a bunch of Colt Anacondas running around the plane.
Okay.
But Hogue grips, it's oversized Python action. Everything you'd expect out of Colt, except this is more precise. So today's modern machining provides a little bit tighter fit in all the right places. So thank you, Colt, for bringing the Anaconda out. Go visit Colt.com to find out more. I'm actually, you know what? I'm actually kind of wearing almost a Colt blue hat.
It is pretty close.
It's pretty close.
Pretty close,
Like,
yeah.
So you're welcome, Colt. Also, Springfield Armory, the new SA-35 in 9mm handgun is awesome. I was in a gun shop yesterday, and the guy behind the counter goes, "Oh man, have you shot the?" He goes, "Have you shot the?" He goes, "Have you shot the Browning SA-35?" I go, "Do you want to rephrase that?" He goes, "Oh my gosh." He goes, "You're right." I was like, "Yes, there's a Browning high power, but this is awesome. This is from Springfield Armory." Sorry, guys, but no, it's nice. It's like the dry air from Moab last week, trying to catch up with me here. But it's a modern take on the original P35. It's forged frame and slide and checkered walnut grips, which are actually a little bit oversized. I think that needs to be pointed out. Because, you know, a typical 1911, it's a little bit smaller, a little bit slimmer, right? This one, a little bit larger grips. So guys with the larger hands, easy to use. 15-round capacity, made here in the United States. Springfield-Armory.com. Also, Sig Sauer. So what can we say about Sig Sauer that's awesome? Besides they make ammo, and they have ammo. They have ammo available on their website that you can buy. You don't have to go anywhere else. You can go to Springfield or Sig Sauer to buy it. But so Sig has a concierge service through Sig Custom Works. I did not realize this. I don't know if you guys had, but so you design it, Sig builds it, and it's direct from the factory. I didn't realize you could do that. I know they have like the grip modules and everything else that you can outfit with their new system.
Right.
But I did not realize that you can just go in and piece everything together and they'll send it out to you just as is. So you can, Yeah. So you can build a completely custom P320 that ships to your dealer. So you can choose all your parts and accessories, then select a personalized laser engraving for a one-of-a-kind handgun. All that's done at SigSauer.com. And by Ruger LCP Max, my new carry gun for my morning walks with my dog. And why is that? Because, you know, I'm wearing a hoodie and typically shorts, and I don't want to carry like a large like G19 or anything like that. So I was messing around the other day, and you guys, if you were on the live the other day, you would have heard this, but I was trying to figure out if I could draw the LCP Max from its pocket holster inside a hoodie without, you know, people really seeing. And you can.
Sure.
And it is awesome. So you can, I can manipulate the entire gun with my hands in my little like pouch up front, and you won't realize it, and the gun's just, it's
There
right
it is.
there. So anyway.
Probably even keep it in the pocket. If
Yeah,
need
you
to.
could, 100% you could, especially like the, longer pockets. Like if they have longer pockets, you could 100% conceal it, draw it, and probably get a shot off before they knew what was happening.
Right.
Well, that's cool. That's a really good deal. 10 plus run rounds in the same footprint as the LCP2, which is cool. I don't know how they're doing it, but also an extended 12 round magazine giving you 13 rounds that you can work with. But it comes with that pocket holster, and you can find all about it at Ruger.com. Lock and load giveaway. All right, this is what we're doing right now. So if you go to guntalk.com/win, you can go to enter it. All right, this lock and load. 5 prizes. Ends November 26th. So I will tell you right now that I will probably be in the Deerwoods November 26th. 100% I will be. But that doesn't mean you cannot step over to guntalk.com/win to enter today. So one winner receives $1,000 of Remington ammunition of their choice and a lockdown prize pack. But there's 5 more prizes. It's a little bit more robust than that. You got to go look at all the details, get all the pretty stuff going on our website, and enter to win. But that's pretty significant. There's 5 prize packs. $1,000 worth of Remington ammunition. Oh, what's your update on your ammo?
I canceled my order because it got pushed again to past. It would have been shipped on 11/21, which is over a year past the order date. So that was the mark.
But Vanessa says I sound tipsy. Do I sound like I've been drinking, or?
I think it's probably your allergies that you're clearing out and stuff.
Probably. It's been going on for about a week and a half. It's
kind
just
of been a long day.
bleh. Yeah, lots of talking. And then Texas Huntsman says I need to bend the bill of my hat.
I bet he does.
He doesn't obviously know my Instagram handle.
No, he does not. I
Flat Brim KJ is my Instagram handle. So
I mess with KJ about his flat brim all the
no.
time.
Oh, I know, and I do wear some curved brim hats.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
I kind of mix it up, but flat bills are kind of my standard go-to. But you guys, thanks for joining in. So we're going to jump into the Caliber Awards because we've got each video is about 6 minutes long. I need to give a special shout out to Federal Ammunition. They actually won this year for, I believe it was their Hammer Down Ammo, won Ammunition of the Year, but we were unable to get them for an interview. But congratulations to Federal Ammunition. Let's just go ahead and start off. This is one of my favorites because it's a bolt gun and I love them. Bergara. So check this video out and I'll be back on the other side to answer your questions.
Hey guys, welcome back. All right, best new rifle, and it's no surprise here at all because Bergara kind of owns that category here lately. It seems like you guys are winning everything, Dakota. Welcome on and congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, we definitely appreciate that. It's taking a lot of work, that's for sure, but we're definitely happy that we're here at this point.
Yeah, all good things, that are worth it. They take a little time. They take a little bit more effort. And what you guys, I'm very familiar with Bergara, but a lot of our viewers may not be. Give them a little insight on Bergara and the history that comes with that.
Definitely. So what we came from was our barrel manufacturing facility, and we've made custom barrels for many years for OEM manufacturers. We expanded that line. We grew our manufacturing facility 4 times what it was when we first started about 20 years ago. Our sister company, CVA, is one that really took our Bergara rifle barrels and kind of portrayed how we'd make them a little bit different, and what the difference is between our barrels and other barrels is the straightening and honing processes that we go through. And in 2014, we came out with our first finished rifle line. It's the B14 line, which comes out of Bergara, Spain. And over the years, we've just expanded that line a lot.
And it's the B14 line is kind of a tried and true like action. I mean, you guys have tailored that rifle for what has become now like a standard in the industry. Exactly. And across hunting fields all over the place. But this year's winner is a little bit different. It's not your big caliber. It's not a 6.5 Creedmoor. It's not a 6.8 Western. It's not a 6.5 PRC. It's none of those fancy new calibers or anything like that. It's a 22
long rifle.
It's a 22 long rifle, how it should be.
Yep. This is actually the look of it, and a lot of the features are based off of our B14 line, but this rifle is actually our Bergara BMR, Bergara Micro Rimfire.
Right.
So it looks very similar to our B14, except it's a scaled down version.
Right.
Even though we have a scaled down action here for the rimfires, we actually have some freaking awesome features on it. And the reason we've actually taken the years to develop this, we could come out with a scaled down action and have very proprietary components, but we didn't do that. We actually have got a scaled down action that still takes 700 style triggers. So you can drop aftermarket triggers in it.
Really?
Fully adjustable triggers.
Oh, now that's cool.
It is pretty awesome. This whole rifle is kind of developed based off of a wide variety of customers that are out there. So we've got two different versions. We've got the carbon version here. We also have a steel version. Steel version's really kind of targeted towards mainly your guys that are out there plinking. And there's also a lot of guys getting into the rimfire competition market too. So
100%. Now, walk us through this gun and some of the features that we notice right off the bat. Why don't we start right here? Why don't we start here and work our way back? It's definitely threaded, that's got to be standard.
Half 28, just like industry standard.
Yep.
Carbon barrel on it, so it's an ultra lightweight package. This rifle right here weighs 4.5 pounds. It comes all the way in with the
and it looks almost like it's like a bull barrel. I mean, almost. It's kind of like a hybrid.
Ultra lightweight.
Ultra light.
And the cool thing about the carbon fiber barrel here is that we've actually got a tension nut. So the tension nut barrel on this, it actually acts as a kind of a harmonic dampener, and it actually straightens this barrel up. And we've gone through years of testing on it to find the correct specs and the correct thickness on the carbon that performs the best and gets the best accuracy.
Perfect. All right, what's the stock?
Well, before we get all the way to the stock, we'll go here into the chamber. The chamber is a key thing for us. We are actually running a match chamber.
Okay.
So going with a match chamber instead of a standard chamber, it really increases the accuracy drastically. Okay. So we've got a match chamber in this, like you'd find on a lot of competition rifles that may be only found on $2,000-$3,000 competition guns. Exactly. So it's pretty awesome.
That's pretty specific.
And this is in a $599 retail gun. So
that's where they get you. That's where they get you. They're like, hey, we're giving you all these features, and it's a lower price than you'd think.
It's pretty awesome.
That's great.
Comes with 2 mags. It comes with a 5-round magazine and a 10-round magazine. Comes with a 30 MOA rail built into it. It's got a trigger in it that you could drop in, like I said, a Remington 700 style trigger. So there's a wide variety of aftermarket triggers out there. Is this
trigger that's in it now currently, is it adjustable?
It is adjustable. It's adjustable from 2 pounds up to about 3.5 pounds.
All right, perfect.
And that's our Bergara performance trigger that comes in on our centerfire B14 line rifles as well.
So see, there's really probably no reason that you'd want to change that trigger. I'm just a heads up. It's adjustable.
It's a fantastic trigger.
Nice.
It really is. This stock is really based off of kind of some of our key stocks that we have in the centerfire line, like our Hunter, B14 Hunter, and the B14 Ridge. Looks very similar, has a lot of the same ergonomics as the Ridge rifle does. So it's an absolutely awesome package.
And the buttstock on here is a little bit, it's a nice little thick pad right there.
It is. It's one of our Crush Zone recoil pads.
Okay. Beautiful rifle, and the winner this year. I mean, the winner of Best New Rifle. I'm sure there's going to be many more out there coming up. How's the show going for you? I mean, are you guys getting
absolutely
a welcome?
I'll tell you what, the biggest surprise for us is whenever we first introduced our Rimfires a couple of years ago, we thought it would be a decent segment for us, but it has grown drastically. It's one of our largest growing segments of our market right now in our business.
And you look at it in ammo availability, people not wanting to shoot as much. 22 is a great place to start and a great way to get trigger time at a little less cost.
Exactly. One of the other cool things about the 22 market is that there's a lot of competitions out there that are being held at these 100-yard ranges.
Right.
Centerfire competitions, you normally have to find a range that you can get out 600, 800, even beyond that 1,000 yards, and that's quite difficult to do at times.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of ranges. You can go just about anywhere and shoot these.
All right, Dakota of Bergara, you know what? They're coming out with new stuff, I know. Coming up quick, right?
Oh, yeah. We've got some awesome stuff for next year.
So keep your eyes out, Bergara. They're doing something good.
Okay, so the comments on YouTube are awesome because I'm able to really interact with you guys. I definitely took some time on my hair that day. Probably not as much time as I should have. They were talking about accuracy of this rifle. This gun was built for the long range, rimfire guys. That's picking up now, and at $599, I thought it was a pretty strong price, especially for a Bergara. But it was super nice. Like, I love that gun. I can't wait to get it shot because I think we've got one coming in. So hopefully we'll be able to give you guys kind of a real live report. It's really tough at these shows to get a feel for it unless you've actually really shot it. And I think it's important also to note that what are the Caliber Awards? Well, the Caliber Awards are nominated products throughout the year, and POMA members, Professional Outdoor Media Association members, they vote on it. So this is voted by media members and stuff like that. So it's not, just something that's given out just because of donations or anything like this. It's actually voted on by media members. So that's what the NASGW Caliber Awards are. So, man, there's an anti-Ryan comment?
What?
Oh, 100%. Yes. Texas Huntsman, when he says it like that, I totally am the anti-Ryan in the hair department.
Oh, yeah.
I'm the...
Sure.
Looks like my hair just throws up on my head.
Right.
That is funny. Man, these guys are good.
You wear a lot more hats than Ryan does, too.
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
So
I probably have a couple more than him, too.
Probably
I don't
few.
know. Maybe not. But so the next one, I think, surprised everybody. The next product that won Pistol of the Year. You guys go ahead and take your guesses, but let's go ahead and roll the video, and we'll talk about it right after this.
Hold on a second.
Okay. We're not ready yet.
Taurus, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
We spoiled it.
Well,
But no, I think it was shocking to a lot of people because there were some strong firearms in there, and Taurus is more the budget-friendly gun. Everybody kind of dishes on a little bit, but honestly,
there's also
the Taurus GX4
I won't spoil
shoots.
it until you'll see it when it pops up. But there's a something special about the Caliber Award that they won.
That's right. There is. This was a double shocker. So anyway, all right, let's roll it.
Hey, what's up, guys? Okay, now this is the first time this has ever happened. First time ever in an NASGW and a POMA award was a Caliber Award winner, dual nominee. So you guys won Best Pistol, Best Handgun.
Handgun, yep.
And Best Overall New Product for the Taurus GX4. We have shot this. We love it. We know everybody is a fan of it that has shot it. So give us a rundown. And this is Olivier Colombier. Did I say that right?
That's right.
Yes. I knew it, man. I knew I'd hammer it down. But we're at the NSGW shows, and for guys who have lived under a rock and have just come out and they see this new gun from Taurus, give us a rundown because you're kind of the lead engineer on the project, right?
Yeah, I'm the director of engineering for Taurus in the U.S., but really it's been a team effort. I want to say I want to really recognize the design team in Brazil, the product team in the U.S. We work very closely together. And the manufacturing team, they've done a great job to hold up really the quality of the product. And the design is great, but the quality is there also, and that's critical, I think, for the product perception.
Oh, yeah.
And I want to thank you guys for taking the time to talking to us. I mean, obviously, this award is outstanding for us.
Well, to be the first time two category winner is huge in itself, but for the GX4 to do it, I don't know if we should be surprised because this gun has gotten so much acclaim over the past year. When we visited over in Georgia,
Yep.
the Taurus facility is immaculate. It's beautiful. And it's really kind of a family atmosphere. It's in a small community,
Yep.
a very welcoming community. And to produce something like this right out of the gate is just awesome.
Yeah, well, thank you. I appreciate that. I mean, we're really are like a family. It's a great place to work. I mean, the folks, you know, I've been with Taurus for 4.5 years, and it's wide open what you can do. You know, there's no limitation. The company lets us come up with a lot of innovation, and I think the GX4 is an example of that. We got feedback from everybody in the industry. You know, our customer, the distributors, the customer, the users.
Right.
You guys in the media give us really good feedback all the time, and we listen, and that's how we came up with this product.
So give us a rundown of it. The guys living on the rock coming out. Tell us what we need to know about the GX4.
So the GX4 is our entry in the micro compact. We put a ton of effort. I think what's great about this gun, right? Usually micro compacts can be a great gun to carry, but not so great to shoot, right? Because it's small and it's a 9mm. So even though 9mm is not the biggest, it's a pretty potent round. You got recoil to manage, and so we put a ton of effort into the ergonomics of this gun, right? It's critical. The trigger, we wanted this trigger to feel great, because at the end of the day, if this is the pistol you're going to carry every day to defend yourself, I think it's great also if you could go to the range and use it a lot, right? And I think you can go and put 200 rounds at the range in one day with this gun, and you're not going to be hurting the next day.
And what I've really enjoyed about it is the high undercut here you see, in between the grip and the trigger guard. That's what I really enjoy, because a lot of micro compacts, it's hard to get a good purchase on that area, and it seems like you guys hit all the right notes on the grip.
Yes.
And that is key for a guy, especially those guys carrying like an inside the waistband, appendix, anything like that. To get a good grip purchase is important, because that first draw stroke determines a lot of times how well that first shot is placed on target. And you guys have done a great job, especially the texturing is awesome.
Yeah. So there's a lot of things going into it, right? The TX22, that's the first one. We did a ton of ergonomics studies on the grip, and I think that if you have the opportunity to shoot that gun, it's just, to me, it's perfect for the hand. And on the GX4, we brought some of that knowledge. Another thing we did is we got the option of 2 back straps. So it's being that small of a gun, I think that's a critical aspect of it, that it has 2 back strap. Not a lot of macro compacts do that. So because a lot of the guys that carry every day, they might have a big hand, and the micro compact is tough. So we looked at that. And then you mentioned the stippling. That's also, you gotta hit it right. You can't be too sharp, so you don't, it doesn't hurt you all day.
Well, and
then you still gotta have some there, so you have a good grab on the gun.
Because you don't want your clothing binding up. You don't want it catching and riding up, and because that's where a lot of guys, when they worry about printing or something like that, that's where a lot of it comes from, is that grip texturing. And this is, it's subtle but aggressive.
Yes.
And that's I think you guys did a phenomenal job there.
Yeah, you put it better than I did. So.
Oh, no. I talk for a living, so that's what I have to do, right? But no, congratulations. And my gosh, I can't wait to see what Taurus does next, because Taurus is, as old of a company as it is, it's very brand new. And that's one thing that I love about it. It's like you guys are rejuvenated.
Yeah, that's right. I think that, in the last 3 to 4 years, we have done a ton of work to get our quality up there, and I think right now our return rate on guns is equivalent with the best in the industry in the U.S., right? We got our quality that's there, and then we always combine that with the spirit there is we got a white page. We can come up. This gun, nobody told us, hey, use some of the parts we have on the G3C because it's going to save money. Now they gave us carte blanche. Right. We did a brand new gun, brand new platform, and I think that was critical to reach all the specs that we did. So yeah, we have a lot of other things cooking, and
I can't wait to see it.
We have a lot of new products coming next year, and we have a 5-year plan that will bring a lot of innovation and new products to the industry.
Perfect. Now, Taurus rejuvenated, and obviously the GX4 double award winner here at the NASGW 2021 show. Olivier, thank you very much, man, and congratulations.
they have a 13+1 or 13 round magazine. So if you guys are thinking about it, I would highly recommend it, looking into the I guess it'd be 2-time award winner, which is the first one.
First time ever.
First time ever that's been done, and it was done with the GX4 from Taurus. Super cool. So in between takes, I'm reading what you guys have and reading the questions and everything like that. But I'm also playing on my phone and messaging Steven Targus. But I came across this interesting fact. If you're still paying attention, in the late 1960s, a guy named Francis Wharton in British Columbia shot a deer and used its teeth to make dentures for himself. And then he ate the deer. How crazy is that?
That's crazy.
Like, some people just, man, are savages. What a monster.
I just want to take a moment real quick to let everybody know that on the Facebook side, it's breaking up when I'm trying to watch it too. It's not coming out of our stuff.
Okay.
There's no problems on our end. It seems like it's at Facebook's end.
Okay. So if you're having troubles on Facebook,
Yeah. It's Facebook's problem.
Facebook's fault.
Hey, come join us on YouTube.
All right. So try the Taurus GX4 and I would not recommend using deer's teeth for your own. You'd look ridiculous.
Oh, you probably carved them.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could. So anyway, so the next one, funny story about the next one,
Oh, yeah.
is the best accessory, which a lot of times you see companies like Magpul in this category and stuff like this. So it's very hard for newcomers to enter and win. Well, TactaLoad was nominated and they won. Well done, TactaLoad.
And thanks for pronouncing it correctly.
I know, we go Tactical Load, but TactaLoad won for their innovative stock for Remington and Mossberg pump action shotguns, which is a really big deal. And the guy, so he was totally blown away with this. And come to find out, he's actually local to our area, so we're going to try to get him to have on. He is a retired Secret Service agent that needed a better way to load his shotgun, and here is how he did it. And he also came away with some nice hardware.
Hey guys, we're in with TactaLoad, and this is a Caliber Award winner for Best New Accessory. And I have to admit, Michael, I was a little bit intrigued with this product because when we were looking at it, it's something totally different. But given your background, there's a purpose behind it. It's just different. You got to explain it. So give us a little bit of your background and then what we're dealing with.
All right. I just retired after a career of 23 years in the Secret Service. And what we carried, I didn't like. And so I decided that I was
like, this is no good.
It was just, I was a firearms instructor. It was difficult
Right.
to teach. And so I came up with something better. Our pump action shotguns to hold extra ammo. I designed this stock to hold 5 extra shells so that, you know, when you need them, you've got them, and they're not hanging off the side and getting knocked off and getting dirty. And
I was going to ask you about that because that's one of the more difficult things if you load a lot of shotguns tactically. And you can mix and match rounds, but you got to find them, and it
Correct.
becomes difficult.
Correct. Yep. And you're not thinking about that when you're really needing to use it.
Right.
And having all the rounds in the same spot every time is a big help because you don't have to
Yeah.
fumble around looking for them. They're always there until you're out.
Right.
And it keeps them clean, protected. You won't get knocked
Right.
off.
There's not anything getting out of here unless you're extracting it.
Correct. And if you're a lefty or righty, it doesn't matter. It's all.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that either.
Actually, I think lefties win for once because
Really?
well, you have the chamber on the side.
Okay.
If you're so you can see it when you're a lefty,
Right.
and you can go right to it because you can see it. Where a righty, it's kind of hidden. You
Yeah.
have to can it if you want to see it.
Okay.
So
Because I was messing with it yesterday, and you have to kind of almost roll the gun a little bit as you're extracting them. Show us how it runs real quick, and we're going to pick this up with the camera over
Right.
here. And
So there's 2 ways to run it. You can. I'm a right-handed shooter, so you can either take your shooting hand off, grab it, and put it in the chamber, or you can come, keeping your shooting hand on there, come over the top. You know, either way, you can load your magazine if you're in a lull and you need to top off your mag. It holds 5 rounds. You know, this gun holds, I think, 8.
Right.
So,
Well, now 13.
now, yeah, absolutely.
See,
Yeah.
it's math. I did it exactly right, just like my math teacher told me.
And to put them back, it's a regular magazine, like a standard magazine. You just one on top of the other. Just like a regular
So
old,
how come no one has thought about this yet?
Oh, well, thank God they haven't. We went through the patent process, and let me tell you, that was a long, drawn out, fun process, and but we got the patent on it. And
so, young shooters, any type of shooters, you can adjust this stock with spacers just like you normally would.
correct, it comes out of the box 13.5-inch length of pull, which is about an inch shorter than standard.
Okay.
So it's already a pretty short stock. With our tactical butt plate, you can get it down to 12.5 inches length of pull, and with both spacers, you can get it out to 14.5. So,
Okay.
So that's what I use for bird hunting. I need that longer length of pull.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So, what is with your background? What did you not like about running the shell carriers?
Well, we didn't have side shell carriers.
Okay.
We had the old speed feed stocks, and it holds 2 rounds on either side. And the problem with that is you had to move the gun off your face to get to the rounds.
Okay.
Because they were on the sides. And if you're a lefty shooter, the rounds are very high, and they would tend to cut their cheeks. And, it was just difficult.
Okay.
And it only held 4 shells, and slugs come in boxes of 5. And I always had 1 round left over.
That's true.
So I got to make one that holds 5.
Right.
Yeah.
So now, are you still training? Are you still training folks?
I don't train anymore.
Okay.
I retired in December, so I still go and hang out with the guys every now and then. But those days are over.
Those days are. Now you're just creating cool products that we all need.
Yeah, I do get to hang out with a lot of cops still, and they've picked this up as well. Both the orange for the less lethal and the black for the just regular shotguns.
Okay. So Caliber Award winner, best new accessory. Were you shocked?
I was blown away. I don't get nervous, but I got nervous.
Really?
I've been in a lot of situations where I should have been nervous and I never was, but this made me nervous.
Really?
So, yeah.
Well, and I mean, you look around the show and everything else, and there's a lot of big companies, a lot of traditional companies. It's hard for the new guys to kind of get in and make some waves, but
it was all the industry giants there. And here I am, first year at the show. I feel like the guy who shot his trophy buck the first time out.
Yeah, you ruined yourself.
I ruined it. I should just go home and never come back. So.
No, keep coming back. And now, what is this called, and what's the name of the product, and where can they find more out about it?
We call it the Flash 5, and it stands for Fast Loading Accessible Shell Holder.
I will never remember that. I will remember Flash. I will remember Flash.
You'll probably call it the Fast 5. People do it all the time. But the 5 is for how many shells it holds.
Okay.
We sell off our website, TactaLoad.com. We're on Amazon. We're also in stores all across the country.
Yep.
So it's not too hard to find us. Most people search for us on Amazon.
Perfect. All right. If you're looking to upgrade your pump shotgun, this is a great way to do it. First year, first award, probably many more to come.
The Flash 5. That's pretty cool. I mean, for a first year to be up there with all the giants and, the mag pulls, because typically, like firearms accessories, there's a lot of them. And to be able to do what he did and come out on top. First year out. And it's a really cool product. It's really functional.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I could even do it. So even before the show, he was walking me through how you load it just like a regular mag.
Right.
You move the blocker back, and then it's just putting 5 rounds in, and then you're good to go. So really cool. So we've got the next one, which the next one, I think there's going to be a little bit of like people kind of going, why? Well, because it's new, it's innovative. It might not be the end-all be-all, but Leupold launched the Delta Point Micro, and people just blasted that thing. And for no good reason, because they never shot it, they never looked at it, they just see it on the gun as it is attached, and they don't exactly understand the purpose of it, but it provides a means to an end for the guys that don't want to have their slide mills. So, without further ado, congratulations to Leupold for their award for Best New Optic.
Hey guys, best new optic of the year. Drum roll, please. Actually, it's no surprise. It's Leupold's Micro. Okay.
Delta Point Micro.
Well, Delta Point Micro, but it's the micro version.
Yes.
Of the Delta Point.
Yes.
A new concept for gun owners. I'm here with Janos.
Hello, everyone.
Give us a little bit of your background and all that good stuff.
Kind of a gun nut since my late teens. Been with Leupold for 10 years, and just an amazing company making amazing products.
All right,
So,
that's it.
That's it.
That's all you're getting from Janos.
That's all you need to know.
But best new optic of the year
Yeah.
in NASGW 2021 here in Columbus, Ohio. I say it's not necessarily a surprise, because I believe the best new optic of the year should go to something that serves a purpose and helps the end user get to a certain point in their degree
Yes.
of concealed carry and shooting
Yes.
and advancing our industry. And the Delta Point Micro obviously does that. Give us a little bit of background.
It does on all fronts. We've done so much in development of red dots going back decades,
Right.
literally decades. Delta Point Pro, really, for the competitive shooter, advanced LE, carbine, an amazing product. But for concealed carry, kind of the first-time red dot user,
Right.
what's concealable, what has quick target acquisition, what's easy, what's a compact enclosed system.
Right.
Checkbox on all those.
All of them.
Many years in development. Our product team is ruthless about getting the absolute best product to market.
Right.
Reliability, ruggedness, clarity is paramount. And there's not another product on the market that has a form factor
No.
that this it's out of the box completely.
Right.
Completely innovative. And when they first showed this to us years ago, and we shot it, and now we're hitting steel at 50, 75 meters.
Well, and a good shooter's going beyond that. Not me.
Everyone else,
Right.
not me. Everyone
Right.
else can.
Everyone else. But so what I love about it, and I'm going to show the camera right here. We're going to cut in on this. What I love about it is its slim design, and it dovetails beautifully into the rear sight.
Yes.
Dovetail.
It's
And
a
that's-
user. It's a user mountable.
Right. Like, so user installed.
Take a drift, a little brass or dowel.
Yep.
Drift out your dovetail bar,
Yep.
and you mount this.
So battery goes back here.
Yes.
All right. That's a little pressure switch, right?
Yes.
All right. So easy enough. Now, when I first got my hands on this, I look at it, and a lot of guys are going to look at this and go, that's so odd looking. Like, it's so odd and random, but it serves a purpose. And it serves a purpose for guys like me, because I did not want to mill my side, because that's an added cost.
That's right.
I'm going to be with my gun for a while, whereas something like the Delta Point Micro, it's right there. You do it yourself, and you're done.
You are done in probably 5 minutes.
Yeah, I mean roughly
Maybe
5 minutes,
maybe 10 minutes.
and it's a small window.
There's some other factors, as you know, milling the slide. Okay, now you've got a DP Pro that's sitting
Right
here. Now you're going to have to change your front sight. You know,
That's true. You're going to have to go with I guess you would call them suppressor sights.
suppressor sights, 400 or 375 or something, and then you may change your holster
Right.
because things are changing. With this, you're literally plug and play.
Yeah, which is so nice. But there was a lot of criticism behind this. There was because I don't think guys got the concept of it.
The way we're showing the product, we don't show the product just sitting in a jewel case. It has to be
Right.
on a blue gun. It has to be on a Glock or a Smith & Wesson.
Right.
It has to. You have to hold it in your hand. Then you get it.
Right.
If you hold it in your hand, you're like, what
you're like,
do I do with this?
And sometimes as us as gun owners, we see these new products and we're like, until you actually use it and utilize and understand the functionality of a product, you don't get it. Like the majority of people I heard criticizing it, they haven't shot it. They hadn't held it.
But the people that are now shooting it,
Yes.
that are reviewing it, are loving it.
They're like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
I see it.
Yeah.
I see the compatibility with the platforms that are offered. And to win Optic of the Year is just a testament to the team that built it.
We have
Leupold.
we have about 80 engineers in Beaverton, Oregon, that every single day are building, machining, assembling amazing roadmap of product.
Right.
And we have a product roadmap that's ever evolving. And there was a need for the concealed carry market, personal protection, but also LE and also the best of the best, tier one
Yeah.
users. And this is global. We're winning on contracts with
Right.
a lot of agencies we can and can't talk about. and they are getting glowing field reports back.
What's great about this too is so we have so many new gun owners in the market who don't understand mounting, who don't understand milling slides. That's a lot of stuff.
You're right.
That's they're drinking through a fire hydrant right now, and when they look at all these different red dots, they're like, "Well, my gun doesn't fit that. Like it just won't accept a red dot." A lot of guns are like that, but this gives them, like you said, a little nugget, a little taste of what it's like to go beyond and into a regular red dot platform.
It enhances your target hit accuracy. It enhances target acquisition, and that ramp to field success and field. We're never 100% proficient.
Right.
We're always training, but that learning curve is advanced with this product.
And that's why it won new product of the year, because it advances our industry, advances us as shooters. The Leupold Delta Point Micro, man, it's here to stay. You've got to check it out. You got to shoot it to appreciate it. Leupold, Janos, congratulations. Thank you very much.
We appreciate your support.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Like it or not, I mean, the Delta Point Micro was a phenomenal choice, given its nature, given that I thought showed some innovation, getting a red dot into people's hands that maybe did not have the slide to do so. So congratulations, Leupold. So the next one was, I'm familiar with TriStar Arms. I'm familiar with them, never shot them. But, man, they are pumping out some beautiful shotguns, and these two are no different. I was shocked, and I was actually shocked by the price of these. So you guys check them out. We're going to be back on the other side to talk with you guys about all the Caliber Award winners, but this is our last one in this video series, so check them out.
Hey, welcome back. We have the best new shotgun here on the table, and it comes from a company you might not have expected. And we were just talking about that, Ryan Bader of TriStar. Congratulations, man.
Thank you, my friend.
Way to go.
Thank you.
That's wonderful work. And for good reason, you look at these guns, and they are immaculate.
Yeah, well, it's sometimes you got to turn the clock back, and so we wanted to kind of revert back to the old school world.
Yeah,
so.
And I appreciate that because I love my field. One of my field guns, I mean, man, it almost could be a clone of this. And to harken back the days of like when guys like, man, they just carry a wood shotgun out in the field, a side-by-side, which I think more guys are actually becoming in tune with that. They want to go back to the ways of old, and it doesn't have to be the new tactical, cool way to do things.
Kind of what we were, going for. And part of it, too, we import everything out of Turkey.
Right.
There was a time when the Turkish companies weren't ready to produce fine firearms, let's say.
Right.
It's a progression, and it takes time to understand fit and finish. Chemical process for case coloring is not easy.
Right.
Engraving methods and whatnot have gotten a lot better. So, truth be told, we tried this 10 years ago, and it was a colossal failure. But the guns look terrible. And you find the right factory. The guys that know what they're doing. It's a very boutique factory, but the quality is such that we offer you a gun that it looks like and shoots like something that is 3 or 4 times more expensive.
Looks and shoots, it just performs.
Yes.
And that's what we're dealing with. So give us the names, give us the gauges it's offered in.
Sure. So this is the Bristol line, and so we have this is the English stock case colored, and then this other one here is the Bristol silver. So it has more of your traditional pistol grip, nickel finish, and some gold inlay there on the bottom.
And that's, you said 24 karat gold inlay?
It's 24 karat gold inlay.
Really?
Yeah. So,
and that's something that you expect to see out of, and I'm gonna hold it up here for the camera work to get all the fine details of the case hardened. My gosh, it is beautiful. And none of them are like exactly the same. That's what's beautiful about
everything.
them.
Every one of them is completely different.
Yeah.
They all look similar, but they've all got their own kind of, one of one feel to them.
Right. And single barrel or single trigger.
But it is, on your safety here, you have the option to shoot left or right first.
Right.
So it's a selective safety. We offer this. So both the silver and the traditional come in all 5 gauges now. So we have 12, 16, 20, 28, and 410. They're all on true frames.
Right.
And they're choked.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What are they choked with?
Beretta Mobiles.
Really?
So all of our entire line is Beretta Mobile choke, so it's very readily available if somebody wants to change something up. But this here is the 410. You can see it's true to frame. It's just a little baby gun, you know.
It's small and petite, but my gosh, I bet it shoots some points really well.
So smooth.
And that's one thing that I think a lot of guys like miss because so many times, like with synthetic shotguns and a lot of the semi-autos, like a lot of that has to do with like how it points and how when coming up on the gun, it seems like they don't fit a wide range of people.
And it could be, or it's too light because there's just not enough material there. Where when you have a side-by-side, 2 barrels adds a little bit of weight, tends to swing a little bit better, stuff like that. So.
Yeah, and that's one thing that I absolutely love about this. What else is TriStar doing? Because let's get a little bit of more insight on TriStar and
So we're a family company. My father's been importing shotguns for 40 years.
Okay.
Started in Spain, Italy, and then as Turkey became kind of the new up and coming price point, let's say. And for us, TriStar is where price and value kind of mix.
They kind of collide there.
Our tagline is the value experts. So I've been doing this for 14 years. Our passion is shooting and hunting the outdoor industry.
Right.
That tactical, practical, when the time calls for it, we're there. We supply those guns. We have a full line of, tactical shotguns, over, under, semi-automatic, side-by-side, and pump.
Everything.
Everything. Yeah, and only recently have we been kind of, more into the pump market, given, some of the things that have happened here in the industry. So, but, we're just a family-run company, very small. I mean, we have 13 employees. We did 141,000 guns last year.
Oh my God!
141,000 guns.
I would have guessed a lot more people.
Yeah, no, I mean, so we like that kind of tight-knit group. A lot of our employees
easier to move around, and it's easier to switch directions if needed.
100%. And so Dad and I do a lot of the overseas work and working with the factories, designing the guns. Working on that. I do all the sales, and then I've got a great support staff back at home. We offer 5-year warranty with everything. We do all our, gunsmithing in-house, product testing, development, and all that is done in Kansas City, where our headquarters are. So
that's amazing work coming out of TriStar. And something that caught my eye yesterday in their booth, and we didn't spend a lot of time with it, and we don't have one here, but your competition over-unders are gorgeous.
We introduced a line of trap guns probably 3 years ago, and it's the same factory that makes these, as a matter of fact. They are by far the most detail-oriented factory in Turkey.
Yeah.
There are 2 brothers, one of which was on the Olympic trap shooting team.
Okay,
so he knows what he's doing, yeah. And they're 2nd or 3rd generation gun makers.
Yeah.
But that's a true competition gun, where a lot of other things out of Turkey are taking a field grade gun and trying to, spice it up. And that doesn't really translate well, especially when you have these kids. And that's kind of who we cater to, the 4-H, the high school teams.
Yep.
Or, it's just someone that doesn't want to go and spend $5,000 on a trap gun.
Right.
We're kind of more in the, grand $1,200, $1,500 range.
Which is a great price point to be at, especially for kids that they're going to have that gun for the rest of their lives.
Well, Mom and Dad sometimes have an issue with buying a $5,000 gun on a hobby, that they may or may not be into in 2 or 3 years. So that's been really good for us. And we have 7 factories, and 6 of them in Turkey, and that we outsource from, and some do this well and some do that well. And, and
you pull from the best.
From the best. And we've been working with all of them for, in some cases 10 to 15 years. So there's a lot of history, a lot of trust, and that's a big part of it too.
Oh, yeah. Well, excellent. All right, TriStar, congratulations. Best new shotgun of the year. Definitely check them out. Where can they go learn more?
Come to our website, TriStarArms.com. We're on Facebook, Instagram. Give us a call. We'd be happy to talk to you.
You might even get a hold of Ryan here.
I'll answer the phone every now and again.
All right, TriStar, congratulations, man. Way
Thank
to go.
you. Appreciate it.
That's it. TriStar Arms with some just gorgeous side-by-sides. I love a side-by-side for a field gun. And at those prices, I wouldn't worry about it being a like a show grade gun. I mean, they're show grade, but man, they're built for the field. They're built to run. So, but anyway, guys, that's kind of it for today. I know we ran long today, but we had a lot to get in today. Congratulations to all the Caliber Award winners. I will be back next week. Ryan will be out for a little bit, but he'll be back here in a few weeks. He's going on a roundabout trip. He's going to be going to FTW Ranch with his daughter, and they're going to take a new hunter's course. She's going to be going through that course, and he's going to be kind of standing there with her and watching her grow, and as a hunter and as a shooter. So good luck to those guys. And then they're going to meet us down in Oklahoma for a whitetail. So hopefully she goes and takes the new hunter's training.
And then gets to go hunting.
And then she gets to go hunting and actually use the skills that she learned. So we're really excited for that. But anyway, you guys have a great weekend. Be safe out there. And you guys just, man, keep hammering away.
Thanks for watching Gun Talk Live. For more great gun content, subscribe to our YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter pages. You can always watch the Gun Talk channels on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon. And of course, you can always find us at guntalk.com. Thanks for watching.